Can a projectile have the same range for two different angles of projection? Yes. If the sum of two angles are 90, or when the angles of projection are complementary for the given velocity, then two projectiles will have the same range. Let us see. When the two projectiles are projected with the same velocity, let the projectile 1 is projected with velocity u at an angle theta, and another projectile which is also projected with u, but angle is 90 minus theta. Then here I am writing projectile 1 and projectile 2. Therefore, the initial velocity of the projectile 1 along x direction would be u cos theta I cap, and initial velocity along y direction would be u sin theta j cap, and time of flight for the projectile 1 would be 2u sin theta by g. Whereas for the projectile 2, initial velocity along x direction would be u cos 90 minus theta I cap. Initial velocity along y direction would be u sin 90 minus theta j cap, and time of flight for the second projectile would be 2u sin 90 minus theta by g. Here we need to remember cos 90 minus theta will be sin theta, and sin 90 minus theta would be cos theta. Therefore, the range for the first projectile would be initial velocity along x direction into time of flight. Therefore, u cos theta into 2u sin theta by g, which is equivalent to u square sin 2 theta by g. Let it be equation 1. And let us look about the second range. Range of the second projectile. R2 would be initial velocity of the second projectile along x direction into time of flight for the second projectile. So R2 would be u cos 90 minus theta into 2u sin 90 minus theta by g. Therefore, R2 would be u into cos 90 minus theta would be sin. So, u square 2 sin theta, and sin 90 minus theta would be cos theta by g. Therefore, the total range for the second projectile would be u square sin 2 theta by g. Therefore, here we got range 1 is equal to u square sin 2 theta by g, and range 2 also u square sin 2 theta by g. That means if any two projectiles projected with the same velocity but at two complementary angles, then the range of both the projectiles would be same.